YouTube, we have Hector. And you got first place at the Houston region with over 400 or 500 people. 9 rounds. Long night.
Day.
Oh, God.
It's already 9 o'clock for context.
It was a long day.
11?
It's 11 o'clock.
You're so surprised.
Wow, we got that live. Yeah, it's 11.
You played Tri Brigade.
Yeah. Oh, actually not Pure.
It was not Pure.
Yeah, it was branded Tri Brigade, yeah.
Yeah, 9 whole rounds with this.
9 rounds.
You went undefeated.
Yeah, 40 cards. Yeah, that's nothing crazy. Let's get into it so people can see. 3 rescue cat. Card's literally just a win condition. I was talking a lot to my friends about playing like the bird version of this deck. The only reason I opted not to is because even though Warbler Sparrow is like an insane combo with these cards, it's 2 cards. You need 2 cards to play, and I just wanted to play with 1 card and then open like 4 hand traps. Like I was like, or like 4 cards that were like defensive or offensive. So yeah, cat was the way I chose to go. 3 Fractal, 3 Nurball, 3 Kit, and then 1 Curls.
Why the 1?
Yeah, a lot of people play 2 of this card. I've literally, since like, I think 2 to 3 months ago, I was talking to some friends about it, and like, there's literally no reason to play more than 1 copy of this card. Because the only argument is like you want to have it when you get Valor Imperm, but like a lot of the times this card just this card contributes to like bricks, so it's just like I rather minimize that as much as I can. If you play the deck correctly, you kind of only need the 1. Every other time you have to use a turn 1 for like big combo. That's what I call it. But other than that, 1 Crows is fine. Okay. I think. The new additions to the deck are these cards. Yeah, this engine's really solid. The way you get to this, you can dump it with like Kit, search it with Omen, and pitch it with Bear Broom to get it in graveyard or whatever. But yeah, this card just nets you so much advantage. This card is an upstart goblin, literally. If you dump a branded card, again, not even a brick, because it's like I said, it's just a free card. Nobody's ashing this. Nobody's like doing anything to it, so it's almost always a blank card. And then Fallen Valvas, best brick. This is like the best brick ever, because you can open like a handful of hand traps and like play this into like an established board, and it's clearing. It's like making Mirror Jade and getting you follow up. It's like really crazy. That didn't come up today, but it's something I thought about a lot when I was building the deck. Defensive cards, just 3 Ash. Well, these are like the hand traps I think are like the best hand traps right now. Yeah, I opened Cat Gamma like once today, and I was like, damn. But yeah, everything like these hand traps hit like every deck except like Flunder. Like this doesn't hit Flunder, but you take the L to that card because to that deck sometimes because to game 1 a lot of times just because like you draw optimally or you don't. It is what it is. But the Crow is searchable. That's why I only play 1. I almost always get to turn 1 if I open like Cat or the way I call it is like a normal Tri Brigade combo, but like you summon Omen somewhere in the combo, like you get the DD Crow. And having access to DD Crow makes the opponent play weird if they're playing like branded, because like damn, like they have I have the auto branded in red now, so it's like you literally like only have like 1 play. It's that like unless they open the adventure stuff, but yeah. So the spell cards, this is kind of like I guess like what I get a lot of surprise looks on, but I played like 3 branded fusion. So the reason I played 3 cards of this card is because, like I said, I was more on the like I wanted to always be able to play with 1 card. And if you open like Cat plus like branded fusion, like this is like the best thing to normal summon. Like they ash it, you still have this, and then you end up just making Mirror Jade, which is follow up within itself. Like having Mirror Jade like as in the arsenal like is really really good, because disruption through follow up through disruption is like crazy. Like I think. Okay. More starters, foolish, tanky. Like this card just lets you start playing the game. That's what you want to do. You gotta play them. Triple talents. This card's crazy. Every time I drew it, I kind of won the game.
See, like this card a lot today.
Yeah, this card is just too good. Like if you're not getting scythe, if you're getting to play the game, then you get to play the game.
Yeah.
Called by, just gotta play it. You play Cat, have to play it. This card interacts really well with the it's the only reason it's here is because of Albion. But even after you send it, you send other copies of Branded Fusion, which is why literally it's not bad to play more copies of this card, because even if the game gets grindier, you end up being able to dump it, cycle through the deck. It just keeps netting you cards. Like it's super free. The last card, all powerful Rebuild. You only need 1. You resolve it, you win. There's no reason to ever play multiples of this card.
Cards are ridiculous.
Yep. So 40 cards on the money. Almost played Upstart, but was talked out of it. Extra deck. The Link Kuriboh, Verte. This is engine requirement. You have to play this. You just have to. Verte's Plan B. We love Plan B around here. Double Dragon Lords, Frigid, Bear Broom, you know, the utility cards you summon with the Tri Brigades. Silver, Doom Eagle, cards the same, like in the graveyard format, like DPE, Celestial.
Yeah, the DPE deck.
Yeah, Omen, 2 Omen. I wanted to play 3. Like, this card just cycles, that helps you cycle through the deck a lot easier, like way easier, but I found that if you play like your resources correctly, you just never should need a third one. If you need a third one, something's gone horribly wrong. Like, seriously. And then Link 4 is Appaloosa, making this every single turn 1. It's like literally just the reason I won a bunch of my games. Like, having one card that applies so much pressure to people on top of the Revolt and like the entire rest of your hand is like crazy. Like they have to deal with this before they get to everything else.
You're like the original board, like awful.
No, this thing, I keep telling people, regular noodle soup is still delicious. Like, it still gets you there. Access code just to kill people. Like, not much to say there. The fusion cards, I played the 1 Mirror Jade, Albion, and this one. You have to play Albion in this list. I know a lot of people don't play it because you just like focus on making Verte and like using these two as the engine. But I played Branded Fusion, so I wanted to make that card as impactful as possible. So like if I just go Branded Fusion, send Albaz, and this effect banish this and Albaz, summon this, and then like I said, this is disruption through this, and follow it because this, when it's sent to the graveyard, the end phase, it'll search a Tri Brigade, or it'll special a Tri Brigade, and depending on what your graveyard is looking like if it's an empty graveyard, like obviously use like Search Fractal, and like all of a sudden your whole deck is rolling. But if you have at least one more beast besides this one in the grave, you special Nurgle, and that's like an insane amount of pressure.
Oh, it's a beast.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
It's like an insane amount of pressure because it's like, okay, now you go effect for 2, they stop that, you still have a normal. It's like, damn. And then the last card in the extra deck is Omega. You play Gamma, so it's like literally just worth playing. Just because you have so many points where you can get Ash, where like this comes up. So the only card, another card I see people playing is the Dark Charmer in this deck. I think the card is really like, obviously it's like really good by itself, but in this deck, if you're summoning Dark Charmer, you're more than likely already losing that game, and that's not the type of games I want to be playing. So I just want to play all my extra to have like some like good utility. The side decks, nothing crazy. I think 2 Collector, 2 Nib. I was afraid of Sword Soul, and I wanted like cards for that deck. I just ended up playing 2 and 2 because I thought this would overlap well against decks that played adventure cards. So I wanted that. I wanted that in there, and I play Foolish, so it comes up where like you end up foolishing this, like if you open full like Fractal or whatever, and like it's like a free disruption on top of everything else just because you have Foolish. So it's pretty good. 2 Twin Harpies reboot, that's backer removal.
Never losing the back row.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of, well, you know, it's crazy. I didn't outed the only time this got activated today. It outed map effect with the continuous spell, and then the second time it outed Zombie World. So yeah, card's kind of goated. Might have to play a third, but I think Harpies would have been just as good in those situations.
Yeah, Harpy's just a good blowout.
And going first card, well, going first, but in this scenario is like going second because you can side this in against Plunder. Yeah, your engine plays really smoothly with Tikaboo, especially like if you've already played the game turn 1 and you flip this, like it's almost 100% game against Plunder every time. And even and like I said, I even side this in going second because like it's just such an insane amount of pressure going. This card is an insane amount of pressure against the deck, and if they're going first, the likelihood of them having like a back removal is super low. Not impossible, but super low. And the other going first cards, 2 anti-spell, 2 barrier. I really want to play 2 copies of this card, but I told myself I had to play this. Yeah, because like I said, this is a card against a hard matchup that's good going first or second. So I was like, I really just have this, and like these against like the matchups like where it matters, have 4 decent going first cards.
Nice.
But yeah, that's it. I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Omega Gaming. They sponsor me with every resource I need to play this game, so they're kind of goated. Shout out to my boys, Tabo, Octavio. We played this a lot. You know, we grinded.
Someone else is asking for a shout out.
And shout out to the lab. If you know, you know. Shout out to Chang Productions, Henny Chang, and shout out to June. Shout out to June. I'll give you a shout out. Yep.
Real quick, show us the mat. You got today.
I got it.
And the deck box.
Yeah, the deck box is hella clean.
That's nice.
The mat is pretty good.
A nice illusion mat.
Yes, sir. Sir, this is one of my favorite regional mats in a while. Like the color scheme is really nice.
They did good.
Yep.
Well, thank you and congratulations on your win tonight.